Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Mohammad Badruddin, and today I will cover something for which I promised before. So, before starting anything, this warning: this video and its content are only for educational purpose, and I do not support any unethical or illegal act. Please do not go and without permission, do not test any website or any system. Okay, because before you do this, you need much knowledge about hacking and about penetration testing, scanning, footprinting, and all. So, that's been said. As I promised today, I will show you how a hacker finds vulnerability in your web application and exploit those vulnerability to compromise servers and get into it. So, first, when a hacker finds vulnerability in your web application, then he will exploit that vulnerability to get the credentials, to get access to your database, and get the username and passwords, and a lot of things. Means uh, he can find the XSS vulnerabilities. Okay, so according to the vulnerability, they exploit that vulnerability to get into your system, and once they get into the server, then they will find scan again and try to find the vulnerability in your server. In your server means it could be any application running on your server that is vulnerable. It could be vulnerability in your operating system. Okay, it could be a vulnerability. Suppose when they get into your server with a normal user or a user with specific privileges, then maybe the administrator who defined the privileges for that user, maybe those privileges somehow is not defined in a well manner. So they can exploit these privileges, and they can escalate their privileges from that normal user to the administrator or root user. So hacker can uh, get into your server, and even they can be a root. So they get all the privileges, and they will be the whole sole authority of your server. So that's been said, I'm not gonna take much time for this. I will explain everything once we come onto this. So let's start. Today I'm going to show you a machine, that server which on which I'm going to make penetration testing. That server is in my local network, so it's not any public server, and that server belongs to Vulnhub. So that is 100% legal. Okay, so you can also go download the machines from the Vulnhub and you can make testing. Okay, there are many platforms. Okay, the Vulnhub is actually free. There is Hack the Box, Try Hack Me. You can go in these websites. Actually, Hack the Box is very advanced. I am also on Hack the Box, and I have done a lot of machines. But I will start that from this Vulnhub. So I downloaded one machine from here. Its name is Money-Heist, because uh, these days a web series also named as Money-Heist. So something like this. The machine name is, server name is Money-Heist. They have a web application website running on that server, and we will find the vulnerability in that machine. So uh, the first process, once you are going to penetrate or make black box testing or white box testing or penetrate server, hackers spend their more than 60% of time to collect the information by footprinting, by scanning, and getting all the information. What actually they will create a blueprint of the network or about the website, or they see they, if your website give a feature to create a username and password, so they create a username and password and they log in, they see what kind of features are there, and they try to find the vulnerability. So scanning, footprinting, scanning, and the third one is enumeration. These three are the key a part for the penetration testing or hacking. Okay, so you must know all the aspect of footprinting, scanning and enumeration. As much as you know about the scanning and enumeration, as much as you collect the important information about any target, you will be able to compromise that target in well mannered and very soon. So today our machine name is Money-Heist. Okay, so before going into this, let's horizontal. Okay, so here first of all I need to scan the network so that I will find which machine I need to target. So for this I'm going to use here I will show you net discover. Okay, this is a tool that is used for scanning the networks and IPs. In Windows there is one more, a lot of tools are there, but in Windows I personally use the advanced IP scanner. If you are in Windows, if you are using using Windows, you can use advanced IP scanner. Okay, so net discover and help. So this will give you everything, and here I am going to check my IP address. So this is my ETH0 and my IP address is this. Okay, so copy and target IP I don't know now. Tester IP is my IP. Okay, so net discover, then you need to use the interface tag I. My interface is basically ETH0 as you can see here. Okay, then you have to provide the range of the network. So my network range is, because the server is in my network, so I will give my network range and let's go. So it will search all the IPs available in this. Okay, until that just remove this one, I don't need. So first of all, scanning network, and what I use is this. I think I am interested in this. Fine, so copy and paste it here, right? So because I know rest of the devices, rest of the IPs assigned to whom, but this one is the new IP, so I'm gonna look into this. Okay, now when I make the network scanning and I found the IP address, so the next step for me is to go and scan this particular IP, and I'm going to find out what are the services and what are the ports are open and the version of the service and everything. So for this, my best tool is Nmap, and when I work on the huge targets and a big architect, I automate the scanning process with other tools, but for now I'm going to use Nmap, and Nmap is my favorite. Trust me, it has something very good. So Nmap space hyphen sc, the default script, hyphen sv for the versions. Okay, and the IP address is 192.168.10.179. Before we go, let's just ping one time whether it's ping is working or blocked or something. So ping is working, so that's good, and I'm going to output the file of nmap in And before doing this, I just want to do one more thing. CD, that is my way to make penetration testing in a well manner. So desktop and make directory named as Money-Heist. And whatever I do for this penetration testing, I will save everything related to this penetration testing in the same folder. So uh, let's just copy this and cd desktop and Money-Heist, then paste it out here, and I'm going to say default. So the file name is default. Okay, with this file name, all the output of this scan will save in a file in the Money-Heist folder with the file name default. So let's start the nmap scan. So it will take time. Up to that, I will pause the video and come back once once it's completed. Okay. Welcome back. So as we put the target on scanning with nmap, so what we find actually is on this server 22 port is open. This 22 port is for SSH. Okay, and the version of this SSH is Open SSH, and 7.2 P2 Ubuntu. Okay, the second port is DNS 53, works on TCP, and this is ISC bind, and the version is 9.10.3 P4. Fine. The next port is port number 80, and it works on TCP, HTTP, and the banner is there. Okay, so we can check this one, and content security policy is there. The next thing is two more ports are open, that is 3000 and 3001. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this, copy, and put it here, paste, and you can say scanning host with this, and what we find is port number 22, copy, paste. Next what you find is port number 53, copy, paste. Next what we find is port number 80, okay, and then port number this. Okay, so always make notes so that it will be easy for you to make this note now. And one more thing I want to show you, that what I scan, it's when you go here Money-Heist, and you can see I already save the result of nmap in a file named as default. So this is the file. See, everything you found, it's in this file. So even if we want to see again and later, we can use this. Fine. Up to now it's good. Now with the scan, what we see that port number 80 is there, and my first priority will go with this port. Okay, we can search about this also, and other ports, but let's see first what is published on port number 80. So I'm going here 192.168.10.179, and this is port number 80, so no need to. And here we go. One thing you have seen here, this is saying something browser sync connected. So as far I open this website, I see this one, browser sync connected. What is that? So I keep in mind, I say browser sync connected. This is something I don't know about this, and yani, before don't see something like this, but here something is going on. So first I check out this, because you have to keep an eye on everything, whatever you are going to face. So my first step is go to the source page and see if I found something. Money-Heist, activate sign up. This is form actually, I think, for username and password for authentication. Sorry, this is for registration. I think this is for authentication if you already have an account. Okay, so let's go to the login and let's see what I have. If I say admin, it's saying please enter a valid email. Okay, and the other thing is saying is please enter a valid password of length at least 8. So it means that we must enter here the email address. So let's say mail.heist.com. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. No, please register before signing in. Okay, okay, so let's do the other task. I can do try more things, maybe like SQL injection. I can try like this, and something like this, but it's validating what you are entering here. Okay, so I'm going to register, and my name is test, and full name test, email test at mail.heist.com, password 123456789, account number 123456789, register. Now it said please enter an account number which consists of 11 digits. No problem. 10 11. Okay, don't save. Registration successful. Fine. So let's log in and see what's inside. I really forget that, because cd desktop and Money-Heist. Until we find something and we are checking the behavior of the application, how it works or how it handles the request, what I can do, I always do, and I always put some backend processes, backend enumeration and scanning, so that I will find the result in the same time. So I will go, I'm going to use GoBuster for the directory enumeration. Here, go again. Okay. Now it's better. So we can also use Nikto for the vulnerability scanning of the site website, but for now I'm just using this. Okay, so we need to log in, test, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. It's saying you must enter the email, so we logged in, and again, as you have mentioned, here it comes browser sync. See, connected, browser sync. So there is something going on. No problem. So it said no flag for you, only admin will get the flag. Fine, no problem. This is actually a CTF kind of challenge, capture the flag. And let's go to the profile. Okay, this is my account number, my amount is 0, test, and blah blah blah. Go to the dashboard again, and let's log out, because now I will Come on, what's going on? It's again unresponsive. Ping 192.168.10.179. Yeah, it's alive. And see this. Okay. I already opened up the burp suite and update ready to install. I will do it later. Proxy is turned off. HTTP, so silently capture the traffic. And again, just wanna do this. Login, email, testmoney.com 123456789. Enter. Don't save. We come up to this login page and go back. So options, and this is the post request for sign in, and here we put two parameters, test and password. Fine. And the response is okay. 200. Type is success. Email is this, and token. This token. I think for me I got the way to get in, but maybe not. So I need to check this. This is actually a JWT token, and how I know whether this is JWT token and what is JWT token. So JWT token is JSON web token that is used to check the authorization. Okay. So and it actually assembled with three parts. One is up to this point, and the second section up to this point, and this is the third and last section. So I will show you this in a minute. So first of all, I will check this JWT token and see how I can manipulate this or not, right? So there is one website. I do not need now Burp Suite. There is one website, jwt.io. Okay, go to this and yeah, this. So this is the JWT token. If I copy this token and paste it here, so you can see this first section. Actually there are three parts of JWT token. So the first part is for the algorithms and token. It means it is header. So this is the header part, and second part is the data where your data exists. Okay, means payload. And the third part is for signature. Okay, to verify the token. Okay, so we have these three parts, and we got that our information is there. Now there are many ways to manipulate the JWT token, but here I think first I am going to crack the signature part, because if we crack the signature part, okay, we can create our own JWT token, and we can authenticate with that token, and we can create our token as admin, and we can go. So first thing I'm going to make is crack this part. Okay, and how I will do that, leave this because I think it can't handle more request. Clear this one also, and clear this also. Fine. Okay, so to crack this hash, I'm going to use hashcat space hyphen help. Okay, so actually the hashcat is a tool. I personally love this tool because it has a lot of things you can do. uh, unbelievable things with this hashcat tool. Even you can create the word list as you want, custom word list, and it has a lot of signatures as you can see. Fine. So that's why this is best for me. I use a lot hashcat, and I prefer you to go use this tool, check it, but use it on your uh, for educational purpose, for better things, because our purpose is to provide security, and not to breach the security. Okay. So if I go and I want to show you hashcat. Okay, hashcat wiki. Here is it. Forms. These are the algorithms. These are the algorithms which is supported by hashcat. You can see approximately everything is there. So, but this time I'm going to use this for JWT. So I want to see JWT token. So there is JWT signature inside the hashcat. Fine. So very good. These are the hashcat binaries. So without wasting time, I'm just going to use hashcat, and for using hashcat, space hyphen m. Actually, this is the mode. So for JWT, I think 16,500 is the mode number for JWT. So I can show it in a minute. Hashcat space hyphen hyphen L and grep JWT. No, not here. Grep 16,500. Yeah. So wait, I will clear this, and so you can see the mode for the JWT token in the hashcat is 16,500. So hashcat hyphen m, the mode for, because I'm going to use for JWT, and a attack type. Come on, attack mode is equal to 3, and before going to crack this hash, I need to copy this hash in a file, paste, and save this desktop in the Money-Heist folder as hash.txt. Okay, save it. Go back here, hash.txt, and W is the word list. Okay, so I'm going to use /user share word list and rocku.txt. This is by default in the Kali. Specific parameters this as value must be a number. So I think I missed something. Okay, yeah. Sorry. This is basically going to be 0. The attack mode should be 0. Must be a number. Why? hashcat hyphen this. No problem. I think this is the problem. Fine. So it will take a bit time to bring us the password signature for the JWT. Until that, we can go and carry on, see things inside this. Okay, there is one more thing. How many ports are open there? I can see another port. This is the 3000 port and the 3001 port. Let's see what's in these ports. So okay, you can use this 192.168.10.179 and 3000. Is there anything? Message. This is index page. Okay, slash index. No. Index.html. No. Okay, let's see another thing. 3001, and we got something. So basically what we are facing here when we refresh or open this page, and here we get something like browser sync. Where is it? Yeah, browser sync connected. That is basically this application. So I don't know about this application, but this this is doing something to syncing the browser with this application. So let's see about this. Browser sync version 2.6 npm.js. Okay, npm means I think this application is built on Node.js, and what this application does, you can, because browser sync 2.2 2612. Browser sync 2.26.12. Okay, let's see what we got here. And yeah, it's done. So hashcat did that job for us, and this was our JWT token, and it cracks its signature, and the signature is professor. Fine. So come here. First of all, visiting web, what we got, login slash registration. Okay, and in the login page we found JWT token, and our JWT token was, copy and paste it here, leave that part. That was our JWT token, and we used to crack the signature of JWT with hashcat. Fine. And what we use here is this, paste, and we got the password like this, right? So signature password is actually professor we got. Okay, so I'm going to stick on this process because we find something that is interesting. Now we can create our own JWT token. So let's say uh, this is the mail. Okay, we don't know the domain name, so I'm going to just make it admin. Okay, and instead of this I'm going to say professor, because now we know the signature. With this signature, these all the information is going to be hashed. And one more thing I want to mention, that this encryption type is base 64. Okay, so professor, and just make this share secret base 64. No, just like that. Okay, so now you can see I can change this. If I don't put this, suppose leave that, and like this. No, 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 no. Wait. This is our JWT token, right? Copy and paste it here. You can see here invalid signature. Okay, but if we put here professor, so signature is valid, and you can see our this is going to be changed. So same like this, if we make here admin and professor, so this is the final JWT token for the admin. So what we can do, we can just copy this, go to the Money-Heist, come here, go to the inspect element and change your JWT token. So go to the storage, this is the JWT token, just remove this and paste the new one, enter and refresh, and we got the credential. Right, so this is the first part of our vulnerability analysis, and exploit the vulnerability and get into the and finding some information, valuable information, or to exploit that vulnerability. So the vulnerability in this part is basically with the JWT JSON Web Token, and we can we cracked the signature and we created our own token as admin, put that token with the normal user, and we become admin. So if we go here, we can see we are admin. This is the account number for admin. Amount is 0. We don't need this because now we have this credential. So we take this credential, we copy this and paste it here. Fine. Before completing, this is the first part of this video, and before stop this video, I just want to show you about this, because as I told you, this JWT token is base 64 encoded. So suppose I take this first part, copy this, go here in the decoder, and if we make paste and decode as base 64, you find the same information about the first part, that is the header. We found this is the algorithm type and JWT. If we take the second part, this is the second part of the JWT token. Just copy this, and if I put this, so you can see this is the second part where the email address is there, and expiration time and the initiation time. Okay, so this time basically this is the initiator time and this is the expiration time. So after this time the JWT token will be expired. So if you are doing the same thing and after creating the JWT token, if you are not able to log in as administrator, you must check this time. Okay, maybe you take much time to uh, to crack the hash, to crack the signature password, and the time is expired. So what you need to do, you need to log in with the normal user again and take the JWT token and put the new JWT token with that. Fine. So this is, but the important thing is, if I go and if I copy this third part of the JWT token and if I paste it here, you can see this one you cannot decode with the with the base 64 because this is the signature hashed value. So for this you need to crack this hashed value into the password in plain text. Okay, so for this video it's enough. I will show you what I got and what I can do with that information, so make it clear. And this is the important information what we get. Sorry, these credentials. So actually these credentials are like paste. This could be a username and this whole string could be a password, right? And how we can try this username and password, because if we go to the nmap, just wait, recent, this is the nmap, there is SSH. So SSH is used to remotely log in or managing your system. So we can use SSH. SSH Berlin is the username. Wait, Berlin, copy, paste at 192.168.10.179. About fingerprinting, yes, and it's asking for the password. So this is gonna be the password for Berlin user. Paste selection, enter. You cannot see that password when you paste because it does not show you because of the security reasons. Wait a moment, let me paste it again. So copy and paste selection. Why is that? And this is the problem because I made a mistake with the spelling. For Berlin user should be actually SSH BERLIN Berlin at 192.168.10.179, and again I put EY Berlin. Yeah, that seems good. Again come here, copy, paste it here, and yeah, we logged in. So we logged into the server and we are, if I check ID, so I am Berlin user and my user ID is 1003, my group is 1003, and PWD present working directory is home and Berlin. And if I check the list, so you can see I got the first flag, this flag 1.txt. So let's see what is in flag 1.txt. We captured the first flag actually. So this is our first flag, and for the privilege escalation from Berlin to higher authority users, like if I can see with the Berlin cat/etc password and grep. I just want to see the users who have privileges on bash. So these are the users and Berlin one of them. So Berlin user is there, Nairobi, Tokyo, professor and root. So my purpose for escalating my privilege to go up to the root. So I want to be the super user of the root so that I can say I compromise the system completely. Okay, so okay, we can do word. We can for our copy and paste it here. Then I can paste this. Now in the next part we will see uh, how to enumerate the system for escalating your privilege and how you will find the vulnerability in the system to exploit that and escalate your privilege from normal user to the root. So this the next video is going to be very important. I'm going to save this like walkthrough or text. Sorry, save. Okay. So I'm going to revise one more time. The machine was this and the target IP is 192.168.10.179. This is our IP address. First we scan the network to see how many IPs are there, how many systems are alive there, and we found one system that is interesting for us. Then we go to the host scan and we scan that host with the nmap and we found some ports. Okay, then we visit that 80 port and we found one application is running on it and we make registration, then we make login. Once we make login, we capture the login request and response with the burp suite, and in the burp suite we know that okay, the application is generating JWT token once it is authorizing your session, and then we take that JWT token and we find that it is vulnerable because we can crack its signature hash with the hash cat, and we found the password is professor. If we found the password, then we can do anything with that JWT token. We can create that JWT token as any user, even as admin. So we created our JWT token with the help of JWT IO, and once we change our JWT token to the new JWT token what we created as admin, we find the username and password credentials for Berlin, and by using SSH we can log in into the server, into the target server as Berlin user, and we run few commands. We found the to prove our ID that we are Berlin user, I use ID command and then we capture the flag. And for the next steps, I just see how many users are there who can use, who have privileges on Bash. So that's enough for this video. Next video is going to be very important. So don't forget to catch up. Bye.